I've just come down allotment. We went to a homeschool meet-up earlier, and it's just so hot today. The kids were outside for a good 5 hours during that, and they just didn't want to come down allotment. I didn't blame them, they've had too much sun today, so they're staying in with the dad, the husband, and I just come down to pick some strawberries and pick some bindweed, because bindweed, I hate bindweed. It's a big problem on this plot. So I'm picking some now while I'm talking to you. What was I going to say? No idea, it's totally gone. So anyway, because I've come down on my own, which is very rare, it's a good opportunity to get something done. But because it's so hot, and when obviously, like, when I took the kids to the homeschool meet-up, I was outside as well, and I'm 20 something weeks pregnant. I don't really want to get sunstroke myself, so I've ended up just picking some strawberries, picking a bit of bindweed, and the rest will have to wait. They reckon it's going to rain tomorrow and the day after, so I'm not going to bother watering, because that'd take me a while. I do hate this bindweed though. It's like you could spend all day picking bindweed, the next time you come down there'll be more bindweed. Anyway, that's not the point of this video, that's not why you called. This is Common Homeschool Mistakes. It's a collaboration with Amanda from Mind Your Matters. I'll link her channel, Mind Your Matters, in the description box below. Amanda is a homeschool mum like me, and we agree on quite a few things, but she doesn't just do homeschool, she does like lifestyle, homemaking type stuff as well on her channel, and she's very sweet. And she's not been doing YouTube that long, but her subscribers are going up and up and up because she's having so much fun with it and working so hard with it. So if you don't know Amanda already, have a look. And if you're new here, if you've come from Amanda's channel, my name's Victoria. I'm a homeschool mum of 4, soon to be 5 in England. And my channel is homeschool, family vlogs, pregnancy updates at the minute, and once a month gardening collaboration. I'm taking this video from Common Homeschool Mistakes from the perspective of new homeschoolers, but I don't know if Amanda's doing hers regarding new homeschoolers or just homeschool in general mistakes. So let's get cracking. I think one of the first mistakes people make is they don't know the legal position. They go into homeschooling not knowing the legal position. You'd be surprised how many people think it's against the law, or they think they're doing something wrong, and they're really not. It's well within your rights to homeschool. Sorry, we're dirty hand allotment. In England, if you're in America, the laws change from state to state, so you need to look into that. If you're in England, you need to, first off, if they're already in school, you need to deregister them. But it doesn't stop there. If the school causes you trouble by ringing the local education authority or ringing social services, you need to know the legal position. Social services, their remit is not education, so you need to look up on that. And the local education authority will try and push the boundaries on their remit or go over their remit. So you need to know what their remit actually is, and you need to know that they will try and make you think that you have to have visits, you have to have phone calls, you have to send off reports, and you don't. If you choose to do them things, that's another matter entirely, but you don't have to. If your partner or ex-partner doesn't agree with homeschooling, home education, you need to look up the legal position on that as well. So know your legal position. There's a group called something like Home Education Authority and Officialdom, something like that. They know every single angle of the legal aspect of home education, homeschooling in the UK, and I'll link that group below because they're really good. So know your legal position. Don't make the mistake of not knowing and people telling you wrong and you getting worried about it, because you're not doing anything wrong. The law's on your side at the moment. The other thing I should just add to that first point about the legal position is people go into it thinking you have to do X amount of hours a week, you have to do X amount of subjects a week, you have to do the curriculum. None of that's the law. We've got quite a lot of freedom in England. The law is that the child receives a suitable education from the age of 5 for their life and their abilities. That could mean anything, couldn't it? know the legal position. You haven't got to do X, Y and Z. You've got a lot of freedom to do it how you want in England. The second mistake people make is they don't take the time to de-school. Not just the child, but themselves. I mean, my kids have never been to school, and you'd be surprised. And I've been doing this 7 years, and you'd be surprised how many times sometimes I have to have a word with myself and say, it doesn't have to be how it is in school. We're so indoctrinated into thinking school is the only way that kids can be educated. So instead of just jumping straight in, you need to realise there's other ways of learning, see how your child learns, the things they're interested in, things like that. The general rule of thumb, if your child has been in school, is that they have a month of de-schooling for every year they was in school. So where you just not do nothing, but you just act as if school had never existed, like it's the summer holidays, and you just go with the flow, go with how they learn. And even after that period, once you start school, like homeschooling properly, or however you want to do it, I shouldn't say properly, however you want to do it, there'll still be times you have to remind yourself it doesn't have to be done how it is in school. All these, same as part of the de-schooling process, is recognising the fact that all these targets and milestones, you know, that a child should be doing X, Y and Z by this age, but they shouldn't be doing A, B, C till this age, is made up. It's made up for the school system. If you're not in the school system, it doesn't matter anymore. Your child can go at their own pace, and you can learn how you want to learn. It doesn't have to look like school. So I think a lot of people just jump in without de-schooling, and then they find it frustrating because the school model doesn't work at home, and then they think they're no good at homeschooling, which isn't the case. The case is they haven't de-schooled. I've had to film this video in 2 parts because when I got home the other day, if you're on my Facebook or my Instagram, you'll know this already, but when I got home the other day, the woman next door was drunk, and she was verbally abusing my 5-year-old for playing in the garden. And when I stuck up for my 5-year-old, she then threatened me, and she knows I'm pregnant. So yesterday, my 5-year-old didn't want to go in the garden, and today it's raining anyway. That's why just then I was outside, now I'm inside. It's being dealt with, but that's why I've had to film it in, like, 1 minute it was sunny and now it's all, sorry, now it's all rainy and dingy. Okay, I never burp normally in real life, but you know, I'm not, just for some reason when the camera's on, people must think I'm disgusting. Right, anyway, that aside, I think another mistake people make is they rush out and buy things when they start homeschooling. My advice, and I'll try and link the video below, my advice for new homeschoolers, is don't buy anything. It's not just with homeschooling. You see it all the time with people who are new to things and they're excited, or they just genuinely believe they need all this expensive stuff. If you do that, one, you're gonna be skint, and the fact that your skin is going, and you've bought all this stuff, is going to put extra pressure on you. 2, you're going to end up with a load of stuff you don't need, because you don't know, especially if you're in the middle of de-schooling, you don't know how your child learns yet, or the kind of things they're into, the kind of things they're going to respond well to, the kind of things you need. Don't buy anything, try and hold off. You see it down the allotment all the time. The plot next to me, that side, last year during lockdown, young couple come, and it's not just them, I see it all the time. They bought brand new greenhouse, brand new shed, brand new wheelbarrow, all this brand new stuff. They've given it up now after spending like all that money. It's just and half on it they could have managed without for a bit till they knew if that's what they actually wanted to do or not. So yeah, just resist the urge to buy lots and lots of stuff, and resist the urge Oh, someone at the door now. To buy stuff because you think you need it, when chances are you're not going to. Sorry, it's a right professional job, this video, isn't it? It was the Amazon man. I'd ordered these cake moulds because I had broke, and they've come and they're tiny. They're like, how disappointing. My fault, clearly didn't look at the measurements properly on Amazon. Right. What was I going to say? Oh, the last one, I promise, and I'll leave. You know, this incredibly professionally done video. Freedom. The last mistake that people don't make is they don't appreciate the fact, or they don't make the most of the freedom. You're now out of the school system. You can do what you want, when you want, how you want. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to follow curriculum. If you do choose a certain curriculum or certain style of learning, you don't have to stick 100% rigid to it. I was on when I was still like discovering how I wanted to do things, I joined this Waldorf Steiner group on Facebook, and this woman was really worrying because a kid wanted this toy but it didn't fit in with Waldorf ideas, and she was having a proper meltdown. And I was like, and everybody else was going, oh well, it's not really Waldorf. And I was thinking, if your kid wants the toy and you want to buy him. Does it really matter? Same as if you're unschooling, you'll get people saying, oh, you're not unschooling properly unless you do like this or you do like that. Do it how you want to do it. You have complete and total freedom now to do whatever you want, however you want. Don't, and make the most of that. Don't think, oh, we've got to do it like this, we've got to do it like that. Oh, no. Make the most of the freedom. That is one of the huge, most greatest, massivest word? benefits of homeschooling, home education. The freedom. You can do what you want, how you want. So, they're what I think are the most common mistakes new homeschoolers make. And we all make them. I made most of them as well myself. So I'm not, if you're watching this thinking, oh yeah, I'm doing that, I'm not judging you or ranting at you, I'm just telling you the common mistakes of what a lot of people do. But you will get past it. So check out Amanda's channel, Mind Your Matters. I'm going to link that below. If I remember, I'm going to try and link my other video, which is just tips for new homeschoolers, telling you what I wish I'd knew, what wish someone had told to me, which I think are good advice. I'm going to go now. If you're new here, I do apologise. I'd like to say that it's normally a very professional job, and normally I don't burp at you, normally I'm not interrupted by lots of kids, but that would be telling a lie. This isn't a professional job. If you don't mind scatting all over the place, and please subscribe. So, I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye bye.